JPnightmare's DreamCast, the podcast about stuff. Hey guys, this is something new. I'm gonna be doing a podcast about stuff. And basically what we're gonna talk about is, probably 5 things, okay? Number 1, these podcasts, we're gonna talk about my channel and the direction I'm gonna go in. And we're going to talk about 4 themes, such as, video games, sports, music, and life, which is going to just be me complaining about stuff people do. So, number 1, we're going to talk about games. So, what I want to talk about mainly today is first-person shooters. Yeah, you know, that genre every single person used to play, but it's slowly getting less popular. I don't know if that's true or not, but people are starting to get fed up of, like, Call of Duty, the same game. They put out the same game every year, which is true. You know, it's the same engine for, like, 19 years. Maybe it's a bit exaggerated, but, yeah. So, I've gotten back into these first-person shooters, but mainly with Battlefield 4. It's a game that I put down last October when I got Destiny, because I kind of thought Destiny's PvP would drive me away from these military shooters like Battlefield and COD, but turns out not the case. I know a lot of people like Destiny's PvP. I really didn't like it. I thought it was pretty bullshit. It's like, there's only like 5 good weapons. And everyone uses them. And everyone has this stupid ass shotgun that fell Winter's Lie, which is like the most bullshit weapon, and it just killed everyone in one hit. From like freaking 200 feet away. And then you don't even get me started on heavy ammo, which is basically, you have a heavy weapon like a rocket launcher or a machine gun, and then in the middle of a round, this shit'll pop up, and you collect it, and it just changes the whole game. It's like unfair, but it's not unfair because both teams get it, but anyway, it sucks. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about first-person shooters and what I think about them. So, Battlefield 4 is a game I really like. And the reason I got back into it, like I said, was because Destiny's shit, the PvP, in my opinion. IMO. And I liked it better than COD since Battlefield 3. And I think the reason for this game is that it doesn't feel arcadey. It feels like a military shooter done right. Not gone right. Done right. It's very smooth, and don't even get me started on this. Vehicle gameplay is so freaking awesome. It's the funnest thing in this game, is just playing a game of 64-player Conquest and just tearing it up. Just tearing it up. So, I find COD is very arcadey. Every gun has no recoil. You just shoot a guy from a mile away and he dies. But in Battlefield, what you gotta do is you gotta learn how to burst fire. You gotta pick a weapon that's good for your playstyle and stuff like that. COD, they have weapons for different playstyles. You know, like SMG for close range. ARs, assault rifles are still used by like 99% of people because they're just good for every range. And yeah, I think Battlefield 4 takes so much skill. You need to master your weapon, do this, do that, master vehicles. I still suck at vehicles, and I play this game pretty often now. And yeah. So COD requires way less skill, in my opinion. First of all, there's no vehicles. You just have to learn how to kill a guy in one-on-one combat, which is one of the easiest things you can do. I actually read a comment on, where was it? I think on Reddit. Yeah, must have been on Reddit. About a guy comparing COD to Battlefield, and this guy has the audacity to say such madness. What he says is, COD is a more balanced multiplayer experience, and it requires more skill. It was at this moment that JP committed it. He'd shot himself right in the temple. Okay, no, but come on. How could you even say that with a straight face? It's the exact opposite. In Battlefield, it's probably too balanced. Like, some guns feel way too similar. But, I still think that that's more balanced than COD, which is like, well, I haven't played since Modern Warfare 3, so I'm going to just talk about Modern Warfare 3 weapons 2 seconds. Which was like the ACR was absolutely ridiculous. That thing at any range killed anyone anywhere. And then you even had the MP7, which for a submachine gun had absolutely no recoil, like every weapon in that game, and just it was so strong. It was ridiculous, that thing. You put a suppressor on it, and you're unstoppable. So yeah, TLDR. Battlefield's greater than COD, and both are greater than Destiny's multiplayer. So that's it for games. Now, I just realized, because we're doing this podcast live, that I didn't even talk about the direction I want to go with my channel. I talked about video games first, because I just wanted to get that off my mind. So, now we're going to be talking about my channel. So as you guys know, I'm doing my best to keep up this one vid a day. My audience hasn't been, very large. I'm averaging maybe 10 views a video. But they say never give up on your dreams, and I have no plans to give up on them. Now, I did promise music in my channel, and I have something to say about that. It's a little difficult right now, because you see, right now, it's very odd, because I don't know what direction I want to do with my music. I want to do covers of songs, but I just don't feel I'm good enough of a singer to put that on the internet. I think it would actually be pretty embarrassing, because I don't think I'm that good. I think I'm good just because it's me, but I'm pretty sure if someone else listens, they'd be like, bruh, you suck, bruh. So, I don't really know what to do in regards to music. And making my own music, it's hard because I don't really have the equipment necessary to make some sick tracks, bruv. So, I don't really know where to go. I could do acapellas, because I think I am very good at making, sounds with just my voice. For example, here is a drum and bass beat. Okay, so that's just an example. I'd like you guys, maybe, if you're into that stuff, to maybe make some recommendations. Do you want me to make some a cappella music? Because I think that would be pretty fun. That's sort of what I was leaning towards, because I don't have the equipment, like I said, to make music that I was intending to make, like EDM and stuff like that. I don't have the equipment. And not only that, even if I did have the equipment, I don't have the training to be able to just do that. So, I'd like you guys to really tell me what you want. And do you guys like the system I have with my uploads, my gaming uploads, how one day it's a certain game and the next day it's a different one? I like that. I like that myself, but I want to see what you guys think. And also, I just have a little information to tell you. The Bloodborne series has been canceled after 9 episodes, and I just want to give my reasoning behind this a bit, just a bit, so you guys understand, and you don't go, oh, you suck, you shit, I hate you, you bitch. Okay, just before you start doing that, I want you guys to know that, I did this YouTube channel because I wanted to do something different, something that's just, I don't know how to explain, but I was just inspired by the YouTubers I watch. Shoutouts to Game Grumps, shoutouts to Speedy W03, shoutouts to Comedy Shorts Gamer. I don't know if I'm missing someone, but you know who you are anyway. Not really, they're way more popular than me. But anyway, I was just inspired by these guys, and not a lot of people I know ever even thought of YouTube as a possible, source of income, a possible job, but I always said that's what I want to do. So, I did this because I liked it, and I just want to do something fun. I don't want to sit there, bag someone's food. Oh, good day, sir. Here's your food. You bastard. Okay, so I want to do this because it's different, it's fun, and it's always been a dream for me. I'm a huge video gamer, so it's always been a dream for me to just sit here and play games and share it with everyone out there in the world. So to me, this is the best thing ever. But I'm gonna need you guys' support, and I have no doubt that I'll get it. And yeah, so Bloodborne. I just found I didn't have fun recording it. I played it off camera and I really enjoyed it. But on camera it was just I don't know, I didn't have fun. It was very stressful cuz I didn't want to be shit, but the game involves a lot of dying, so I knew I would die a lot. It was just I don't know, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? It just wasn't fun to film, to record, and I'm doing this channel so I can have fun. And just the fact that I wasn't able to do that, I knew I had to stop this series. But there's plenty of other series I'm working on right now. I'm sure if you've seen my tweets, you've seen maybe what one of them can be. I'm sure. But I'm not going to give any spoilers. You know, I put up a picture of Greg doing some editing, and if you paid attention, you saw that there was some Pokemon Emerald going on there. And I am working on a Nuzlocke challenge. It's always been something I wanted to do, so I started working on that. So, yeah, that's where my channel is. That was my rant about first-person shooters. Now, we're going to go into some other stuff right now. We're going into sports. Yeah, sports. You know, you're a gamer. You even know what sports are, you shitbox? Yes, I do. I know what sports are. I love sports. I don't really play much sports video games because I don't know, I'm not really a huge fan of them anymore. But I love sports. So the main thing I want to talk about in this podcast right now is players like in the NBA. You guys heard the story about DeAndre Jordan, right? And how he verbally agreed to sign with the Dallas. I'm sure it's pronounced like that. The Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks, and how now he changed his mind because the Los Angeles Clippers, which is the team he was already on, their gang with like the coach, you know, Doc Rivers and Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, they go to his house and they just try to make him come back. But thing is, he already wanted to come back anyway, so it's very easy. So anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is, do you guys think if you make a verbal agreement to sign with another team that you can just turn your back on that team and just sign with a team you were already on or another team you wanted to be on? Do you think that's right? I'm sort of on the fence about this issue because I think if you agree to someone, you don't go back on your word. You know, if you weren't 100% sure, don't say, "Oh, I'm signing with you." Don't be like Dallas. I'm just gonna sign with you. Just don't. I think he just wasn't prepared to take that step. You know, I think the guy on the Mavericks there, one of the players, I think it was Chandler Parsons. What he said is, I think what he said was that he was scared to take the next step in his career, and I actually agree with him because I think he was just scared to try to become the star player and have all the pressure on him. But playing behind Blake Griffin and playing behind Chris Paul, that makes him more comfortable. Comfortable, that's the word. So that's what I think. And now I just have something quickly to say about hockey. You know, being a Canadian boy myself, love me some hockey. So basically, these trades, though, this month, were freaking ridiculous. Calgary's defense is absolutely stacked now. Friggin' Dougie Hamilton, the bro. I'm not a Calgary fan. I'm actually a Habs fan. Yeah. But they're looking good. Boston looked like they didn't know what the hell they were doing, but then they got some good replacement players. And, yeah, good for them. I hate them, so flip them. But, what I mainly wanted to talk about was Phil Kessel. Yeah, that guy. It's a very interesting player. You know, he played for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're shit. They're shit. And he's a good player, but people question his drive and his passion for the game, and I tend to agree with them. You just look at the guy; he doesn't look like a hockey player. He just looks like a freaking bro, you know. So I don't know. I think he's a little lazy, but we all are in the summer, and I'll talk about being lazy in the summer later. Later, when I talk about my life section, I'll talk about what people say and do in the summer and don't actually do. But come on, bro, you're a hockey player. What you doing? And that's why he got traded from Toronto to Pittsburgh. But now he's playing with the best center in the game, Sidney Crosby. He's gonna set him up for them goals. If he does, I'm telling it right now. Phil Kessel right now, this year, he will be a 50-goal scorer. Leave a comment if you agree. I'm sure you won't. But I think he's going to be putting up 50 goals this year, and I'm not shying away from that. I'm not shying away. If he scores 37 goals with frickin' Tyler Bozak as his center, he's going to score 50 goals with Sidney Crosby as his center. So, yeah. That's sports. I just had to get a few things off my mind. And now we're going to talk about music. You know, some summer tunes specifically. So, I want to know, do you guys like the music that's out there right now? I'm talking about like the pop music, you know, like the stupid shit you hear on the radio, you know, like Maroon 5. This summer's gonna hurt. You know, that song. And you got like a shit ton of songs that are just playing like crazy on the radio right now. I want to know, you guys, do you guys like what's playing on the radio right now? Or are you like, bruh, I want to go back to the 80s, bruh? I don't know. I sort of like it. I'm just a music lover in general. There's not much music I hate. I'm looking right at you, trap music. I hate you. But, yeah, I'm just a music lover. So to me, music's music. It's all fine. It's all fine, daddy. Except for frickin' Iggy Azalea and frickin' Britney Spears' Pretty Girls. That song, man. That song makes me want to frickin' stab both of my eyeballs out, feller. I don't know where the southern accent just came from. But anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm alright with it. But leave a comment. You know, this has turned into basically just leave a comment podcast. But, you know, I want to hear from you guys. I'm really interested in what you have to say. So what do you think about the music out there today? Is it shit? Is it good? Is it meh? Or is it bruh? You know? So I want to see what you guys think. And, yeah, so now I'm just going to rant about shit people do. This is the life section. So, I know you guys know all about this. The people in the summer, okay? The people in the summer who say they're gonna do 5 million things and do nothing. I'm sure you all know people who do this. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna get that summer bod. I'm going to get tan, bro. I'm going to freaking play like sports all day. I'm gonna be ripped and I'm gonna be tanned and shit. And then you see them when school starts, bruh. When you see them when school starts, and they're paler than a polar bear, and they're skinnier than a freaking stick, legitimate stick, and they're smaller than that. I mean, I'm basically describing myself, but you know, and then you're like, oh, bro, you just killed it this summer. Yeah, and then he'll be like, yeah, the sun burns me. The sun burns me. And you're just like, sure. But in reality, he was just playing frickin' Battlefield 4 all summer. That's really all he was doing. He was just playing Battlefield. Like, bruh. Anyway, so. And then you get the, oh, no. You get these people who just don't shut up about, like, their progress in the gym. You know what I'm talking about? Like, these gym lads. This guy will be like, yeah, progress, and he's like skinnier than me. And then he's like, progress, and then he just suddenly is fat because he just hasn't stopped eating. And then he's like, bro, I'm ripped. No. 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 Ugh. Then you get the dinguses who actually go to summer school. Like, bruh. Summer school? What the hell? Who goes to summer school? I'm joking. I actually went to summer school. But in uni, it's different. In university, summer school's different. You go there to just get ahead of the game and take some classes and lighten your schedule for maybe next year or whatever. But in high school and stuff, it's like, bro, you should be, you're like freaking 16 or something. Have some fun out there, you know. Why are you being in school in the summer? Like, just because you friggin' slacked off in class, you scrub lord? Like, bro, school's so easy in, like, high school, and everything but university is easy. Education-wise, good sirs. So remember that. Pro tip. Don't slack off in school. Pro tip. Pro tip. Don't make promises you can't keep. Freaking all these summer people. What's another thing that grinds my gears? Oh yeah, public pools. Why do they even exist? That shit nasty. I know tons of people go to public pools, but to me, I can't do that. It's just like there'd be germs all over the place, and like people piss in that shit. People piss in that shit. You can't do that, man. And now I'm gonna complain about the worst thing of all things. Girls. You know the ones. You know the ones. So, basically me, as a person, I'm not going to really say too much about my experience, you know. But, let's just say, I've been screwed over quite a few times. So, I'm just going to talk about things that girls do, especially in the summer, that piss you off. Mainly me, but also you. You know the girls you don't talk to for like a million years, and then all of a sudden you start talking to them, okay? And they act like, oh, they're your best friend. He's my best friend. And then it's like, okay, that's cool. Everything's going good, and you're like, okay, I like this. And then they just stop talking once you're back in their life, because they be like, man, I need to feed my ego. I'm going to do it with this kid. He's going to feed my ego. So, yeah. The girls who feed egos by having guys like them. I hate them. I'm sure you do as well. I'm sure everyone does. And then you get the freaking users. No. Don't get me started on these ones. But I will have to start because it's a podcast, so I have to say shit. Okay. So the users are the ones who act like they want your D, okay? They act like they be on your D because they just want to get something from you, and it ain't your D. It ain't that. They want something from you. Either it's like me, it was always for school. It was always school related. It'd be like, oh my god, JP, oh my god, can you like help me with my like science homework? And it's like, yeah, I'll do that. Oh my god, you know? That's basically what it was. Yeah, my high school crush did that all the freaking time. All the freaking time. And you know who you are. You know who you are. Yeah, I'm actually not, I don't really dislike you anymore, but you know who you are. And yeah. That's basically all that happened to me in high school. Is just like, hey, I'm gonna use you for some bullshit. Hey, I'm gonna use you for some other bullshit. And it's like, okay, have a nice day. And obviously I was blind back then because I'm just like, oh my god, a girl. Oh my god, a girl's talking to me. Oh my god, a girl's talking to me. A girl's talking to me. That was me back then. Now I'm just like, can you not? Now I just know. You know, but the good thing you can say about these things when it happens is that they're good. You know, it's good to have these experiences because you don't know if you don't have these, and you learn and you move forward and you remember this. You remember this next time you see a girl doing something. You're like, I know that shit. Someone pulled that on me already. I know that shit. You know, so you're better prepared is what I'm trying to say. And then you get the girls who can't take a joke. You know? Oh, these ones are funny. These ones are funny, you know? You know when you're like really good friends with someone, so you think you can joke about anything and it won't be awkward, you know? Yeah. Turns out if you catch a girl at the wrong time when you say something that may be a little too I don't know, maybe a little too out there, you know? They don't like that. That was an experience for me. You know, I thought I had a really good relationship with this girl, and then I'm like, okay, you know, I was joking about, you know, just joking around, just having a funny time because you know we're friends, we're not like that. So I'm like, she's not gonna take it bad. I'm just, oh shit. Anyway, so I'm just effing around, you know, and all of a sudden, just, you know, man, what you saying? I don't know. No, none of that. Ew. Like, no. I thought we were cool like that, man. What the hell? No. Like, man, like, shut up. And then I was like, but, but we're friends. Uh, I can't do this without you. And yeah. And then that was the end of that. And you know, we cool now, but, bruh, you know. So yeah, those are mainly the three types of girls I've seen. Yeah, I consider a user and a manipulator in the same category, and that's that. So, yeah, that's the podcast. I hope you guys had a great time listening to me ramble on about stupid shit that goes on in my life and my opinions. And I thank you if you stood by and watched this whole thing. I love you. No, I truly do. Actually, okay, that's weird. Anyway, so as usual, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Also, leave a comment if you want to see more of these in the future, because I actually had a lot of fun making this, and this was all live, by the way. And yep, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.